Monday, the most important day of the week. It's the day when diets are supposed to begin, the day when people swear they'll finally hit the gym, the day they promise to start studying harder, meditating, applying for that new job, or turning their lives around. Monday is supposed to be the day of change, the day of rebirth, the day of transformation. But here's the dark truth. For most people, Monday is nothing but an illusion. A day filled with empty promises and broken commitments. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, this Monday I'll finally change, and then life gets in the way? Urgent tasks steal your focus. Fatigue crushes your energy. Distractions eat your time. And by the end of the day, the promise you made is already broken. So you tell yourself, next Monday I'll start again, next Monday. And then the cycle repeats, week after week, month after month, year after year, until one day you look back and realize you've lived most of your life in the shadow of next Monday. Welcome to Mental Upgrade, the place where you come to rewire your mind, destroy your excuses, and rebuild yourself from the ground up. If you're tired of living on repeat, if you're done with procrastination and regret, then stay with me, because today we're going to expose why Mondays are the graveyard of good intentions and how you can turn them into your greatest weapon. The illusion of the perfect start. The trap is thinking you need the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect version of yourself to begin. But that perfect Monday doesn't exist. It never has. Perfection is procrastination disguised as preparation, and the more you wait for that perfect start, the more you waste the only resource you can never get back, time. And time is ruthless. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't give second chances. So if Monday is not about perfection, what is it about? It's about micro habits, small, almost invisible actions that build momentum quietly, until one day they reshape your entire life. And that's exactly what we'll dive into next, the hidden power of micro habits. Most people fail because they think transformation comes from massive action. They want revolutions, not evolutions. They wait for some lightning strike of motivation to completely change their lives overnight. But here's the truth. Revolutions collapse. Evolutions last. And the secret weapon of evolution is something so small, so quiet, that most people ignore it. Micro habits. Why micro habits matter. Micro habits are the foundation of your entire life. They're the invisible forces shaping who you become. It's not the giant decision to get fit that changes you. It's the daily choice to put on your running shoes. It's not the promise to read 50 books a year. It's the decision to open a book for just 5 minutes. It's not a declaration that you'll be more disciplined. It's putting your phone in another room before you go to sleep. These actions are so small, so unglamorous, that they feel insignificant. Nobody claps for you when you drink a glass of water, when you do 2 push-ups, when you write 1 paragraph in your journal. But here's the dark irony. Those small, boring choices are the ones that decide your future. The American obsession with big wins. In the US, there's an obsession with big wins. Crash diets, 90-day transformations, intense programs like 75 Hard. And while those things sound impressive, most people can't sustain them. They go all in, burn out, and then collapse right back into old patterns, because motivation is a sugar rush. It spikes fast, and then it crashes. But discipline, real discipline, is built on repetition so small your brain doesn't even fight it. That's why micro habits are so powerful. They sneak past your resistance. They bypass the "I don't feel like it" excuse. The compounding effect. Think of micro habits like financial investments. If you invest $1 today, it Feels like nothing, worthless, insignificant. But if you keep investing that single dollar every single day, compounding begins. And years later, that tiny act of consistency has turned into something massive. Habits work the same way. One push-up means nothing. One sip of water changes nothing. 1 minute of meditation feels like a joke. But stack them, repeat them, compound them. And suddenly, your life has been rebuilt brick by brick. The science behind it. Neuroscience has proven this. Every action you repeat wires your brain. Every time you perform a habit, you're literally strengthening neural pathways. That's why micro-habits are the ultimate hack. They're too small to trigger resistance, but powerful enough to rewire your brain. Your brain isn't built to handle radical overnight changes. It's built for gradual, consistent repetition. Want to start running? Don't run 5 miles. Just put on your running shoes and step outside. That's it. Want to start reading? Don't aim for 30 pages. Just read one, just one. Want to meditate? Don't sit for half an hour. Start with 1 minute, because the goal is not the result yet. The goal is to establish the identity, to prove to yourself that you are the type of person who does this. Once the identity is set, scaling up is inevitable. So here's the brutal truth. If you're waiting for motivation, you've already lost. Motivation is temporary. Identity is permanent. And the fastest way to build identity is through micro-habits. But how do you avoid the extremes, the all-in crash or the lazy collapse? How do you stay on track without burning out? That's where the wisdom of the middle path comes in, and that's exactly what we'll uncover next. The middle path. Discipline without burnout. The trap of extremes. Most people fail because they swing between two extremes. They push themselves too hard, all in. 2-hour workouts, perfect diets, ambitious schedules, motivation spikes, and then crashes. Or they do nothing at all. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect plan, the perfect version of themselves. And that day never comes. The result? Burnout, frustration, guilt, and a cycle that repeats endlessly. Introducing the middle path. There is another way. In Buddhism, they call it the middle path, moderation, balance, the art of moving forward without destroying yourself in the process. Applied to life, the middle path is about progress without pain, discipline without suffering, consistency without chaos. The ultramarathon metaphor. Think of life like an ultramarathon. A standard marathon is 26 miles. Challenging, yes, but manageable. An ultramarathon, 50, 70, 100 miles. Beyond anything most people imagine. If your goal is a 100-mile race, how do you survive? Not by sprinting at the start, not by burning all your energy at mile 1. You pace yourself, slow, steady, strategic, one step at a time. Life works the same way. Big goals, weight loss, financial freedom, mastering a skill are ultramarathons. If you try to sprint, you crash. If you wait for motivation, you stagnate. The middle path is the pace that keeps you moving forward without self-destruction. So how do you apply the middle path to your habits? Break down large goals into small, repeatable actions. Do just enough each day to keep momentum, not enough to burn out. Measure progress by consistency, not intensity. Example, you want to start exercising. Not 2 hours on day 1, just 10 minutes. Small, sustainable. Tomorrow, another 10 minutes. The next day, maybe 12. Gradually, without pain, the habit grows, and so do you. The power of moderation. Moderation is underrated. In a culture obsessed with extremes, it feels boring. But here's the dark secret. Moderation lasts. It compounds. It transforms. The middle path is your armor against frustration, your roadmap through the chaos, and the silent force that turns micro habits into life-changing results. 4. Ultra-marathons. Of life as a long race. Life is not a sprint. It's not a 100-meter dash. It's an ultra-marathon. A long, grueling, exhausting journey where every step counts, even the ones nobody sees. Most people approach life like a short race. They expect immediate results, fast wins, instant gratification, and when reality hits, they quit. The harsh truth. Think about it. Losing weight, building wealth, mastering a skill, healing from a past mistake. All of these are ultra-marathons. You can't sprint through them. You can't rely on bursts of motivation. You can't expect to dominate in a single day. And yet, so many people try. They push too hard, crash, and fall behind. That's why consistency beats intensity. Every single day you move forward, even slightly, you're winning. Every small action is a mile gained. Every micro habit compounds. Pacing yourself. Ultramarathon runners know this secret. Slow and steady is the only way to survive. They don't start running 100 miles on day. They train gradually, 1 mile, then 2, then 5, then 10. Each step builds strength, endurance, and confidence. Life works the same way. Want to get in shape? Start with 5 minutes a day, then 10, then 15. Want to read more? 1 page today, 2 tomorrow, a chapter next week. Want to save money? Put aside a small amount every week, then gradually increase it. The key is pace. Slow, deliberate, steady. Because the only thing worse than not starting is burning out too soon. The mindset of an ultramarathoner. Ultramarathoners develop a mindset most people never experience. They embrace discomfort. They thrive on small victories. They understand that long-term results are forged through persistence, not heroics. Apply that mindset to your life. Each challenge, each obstacle, each micro-habit is a mile on your ultramarathon. And the more you embrace this, the stronger, more resilient, and unstoppable you become. 6. Step framework to build lasting habits. The bridge. From theory to action, we've talked about Mondays, micro-habits, and ultramarathons. Now it's time to get practical. If you want real change, you need a framework. Something you can follow step by step. Something that turns small actions into unstoppable momentum. Here's the 6-step framework to build lasting habits. Define your habits. Pick no more than 3 habits to start. Too many, and you'll overwhelm yourself. Too few, and you'll ignore what really matters. Focus on what moves the needle in your life. Want to get fit? Start with walking. Want to read more? Start with 1 page a day. Small, simple, consistent. 2. Make your environment work for you. Your environment is the silent force that shapes your behavior. Want to read? Place books where you can see them. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruits visible and snacks out of reach. Want to exercise? Keep your shoes and clothes ready. Make the right choice the easy choice and the wrong choice inconvenient. 3. Break big. Habits into micro-habits. The key is to make habits so small that resistance disappears. Don't start with a 30-minute workout. Start with 5 minutes. Don't aim for 30 pages. Start with 1. Your brain will celebrate small wins, and small wins build momentum. 4. Set frequency, not intensity. Decide how often you'll do it, not how hard. Walk 5 minutes every day, rather than 30 minutes on random days. Read 1 page every day, rather than a chapter once in a while. Consistency beats intensity. Every single day matters. 5. Track and reinforce. Keep a record. Check marks, notes, journals, whatever works. The brain loves patterns. Seeing your streak grow is addictive. It's proof that you are building identity, not just performing tasks. 6. Gradually increase the challenge. Once a habit is established, add a small increment. Walk 5 minutes today, 6 tomorrow. Read 1 page today, 2 tomorrow. Slow, steady, sustainable growth. Avoid spikes that burn you out. 6. From struggle to momentum. Now it's your turn to act. You don't need massive effort to start. Just one small action, one micro habit. Do it today, not tomorrow, not next Monday, because the only thing standing between you and transformation is the first step. Identity shift. Every micro habit, every moment of discipline, every small consistent choice builds your identity. You are not someone who waits for motivation. You are not someone who gives up. You are the person who moves forward, step by step, relentlessly, no matter what. If you want more deep, life-changing content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join Mental Upgrade and start rewiring your mind today. Because transformation isn't a coincidence, it's a choice. And that choice starts now.